All right, you guys, we have Megan Lacosse here. She's an IFBB Pro, and she's also a personal trainer and a posing coach. I met her through posing. I just did a show like 7.5 weeks ago. So we are here on the pod just to chat about nutrition, training, what it's like to be an IFBB Pro, and let's get into it. So the first question, what got you into bodybuilding?
I go back to like two different points in my life because I kind of started this back in 2018 and then again in 2021. 2018 was kind of like that bucket list. I saw some fit girls. This is back when like Ashley Kaltwasser was excelling, and I saw a picture of Janet Leug at Olympia, and I was like, I want to look like that. And I wasn't working out. I wasn't eating healthy. I think I was drinking cocktails every single day. I was a teacher at the time, and I think I just wanted like an outlet outside of teaching to kind of keep my mental health better, I guess. Yeah. And so I got into group fitness at a small gym nearby, and the trainer at the time, he was like, "You should do a competition." And I was like, okay, well, I guess. I'm like, tell me what to eat and I'll do a show someday. And he's like, okay. And I seem to remember he just gave me like a meal plan, and I think I still have it. I think it was so bad. I didn't know what I was doing. I think it was less than 1,000 calories a day.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. And I stuck with it for, I think maybe it was like 8 weeks or so. Did 2 shows. I did like an OCB show, which back then I had no idea what that was. No, it was Natty Revolution. Ever heard of that?
No.
No, anyway. It was kind of like a natural show, and then I did an NPC show. And I won both my classes, and I won the overall, and I loved it. I thought I looked really good.
Yeah.
Got a suit that was kind of like a hand-me-down from a girl on my old cheerleading team. And that was it. I didn't reverse after, kind of had a horrific reverse after that because no one told me. And so I just kind of was like, well, I guess this is not for me, because I had a great time prepping, but I didn't have a very good time after the show.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, what is a reverse?
So I dieted down to the show with this like meal plan that this personal trainer at the time, he basically was like, okay, this should get you lean. Ignored me for 8 weeks. And I was like, okay. And then what you're technically supposed to do is you're supposed to slowly adding calories after your show to get your body to obviously ramp up their metabolism and continue working out, things like that. But I had no idea. This is 2018. Like, there was no Instagram. I didn't really watch YouTube videos. Nothing.
Yeah.
So I just did like group fitness at the time, maybe 4 times a week. And then from there, kind of just got fat.
I think we all did that once.
Yeah, and I was like, gosh, I had so much fun, but God, I feel like crap. And then again, I got back into the gym, and it was about 2021, met my current coach I have now.
And who is that, Christy?
Christy and Sandy,
okay,
yes.
Yeah.
And gosh, 2021, that's wild. And so I was like, hey, like I really loved bodybuilding. I just don't know how to diet or train correctly. Can you help me? And I think I met her at that show. I won the overall back in 2018, like briefly. And she's like, oh yeah. And I joined her team, which was Fit Body Fusion, and competed in I think 3 or 4 shows. Honestly, I can't remember. And after a couple of shows with her, I just kept winning. So I was like, this is great.
Let's keep going.
And I kept looking better and better every show. And I just did the shows for fun. Yeah. And she's like, you could go pro. And I was like, pro? Back then, I was like, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, okay, I like eating healthy and training heavy. I'm like, okay. And then did my first national show in nationals in 2022. And I fire lit, and I was like, let's do it. Like, let's go for a pro card. And here we are.
I hear that so much. Like, people who go pro, they're like, well, I started with this, and I kind of just kept doing the shows. And then, somebody told me I could just go pro. So like, I did. And I'm like, Well, that's not my story, but I love that for you. It's like, it's
Granted,
so funny.
when you go into like a very serious off season, you like there's one thing where you go into a prep, you diet down, and you do a show. You kind of get an idea of like where you're at for your physique. But what really happened was I went into a heavy, for me, off season after my first national show because I got my butt kicked. I went to nationals thinking I was just the hottest thing ever. I was like, I'm gonna go nationals. I'm gonna do really well. No. I think I was last place. I think I was dead last.
Oh, wow.
And this was NPC USA's
Oh.
in Arizona. And I got my ass handed to me. And my coach is like, Megan, if you really want to go pro, she's like, you need to take an off season. You need to build muscle. And I was like, okay. I guess so. And from there, I think I ramped up an extra like 30 pounds on my body. Like, I don't even think I have pictures from back then because
30 pounds is a lot.
For my little body
For just
back
like,
then.
yeah, you have such a tiny frame. And it's just like, for me too, like I'm up 15 pounds from my show and I'm like, I really need to, like, this is it. Like I need to flatline of like, if I'm going to gain any more weight, it's gotta be muscle.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel weird in this body. So like when your clients are doing a reverse, what do you tell them when they're like, oh man, Megan, like I'm 10 pounds, 15 pounds up because you feel so much bigger than you are.
Yeah.
And like the body dysmorphia. I don't think people talk about this enough in bodybuilding. But you look in the mirror and you don't know what you look like because you looked like this at one point on the stage and now you're up 15 pounds like I am and you're like, am I okay? So what do you tell your clients?
Another reason why you need to trust your coach or hire a coach that knows exactly what they're doing. I firmly believe the reason why my coach and I work so well is because of our communication, both into a prep and then into a reverse diet. I'm not gonna lie, reverse diets are, especially coming out of a true stage lean physique it sucks. Probably more on the mental side than it is physical. Because the reason why we get into this is because we love training and we love eating healthy, right? We like challenging ourselves.
Yes.
However, when you have no end goal, like a show day, and you already, I feel like bodybuilders kind of always attract a certain type of person who is very controlling or maybe have eating disorder tendencies. We just tend to work on more of like our, I don't want to say food relationship, but like food habits, more than we do our mental health. So I always tell my clients, I'm like, you are going to struggle mentally more than you are just managing your food and your training. So communication's number one. It's okay to feel like you're lost when you're coming out of a show. Because it is nice to have that endpoint. However, your endpoint should be to get better. And I always tell my clients, I'm like, be kind to yourself. You were kind of running your body into the ground to look a certain way. You now need to reverse out of that and be kind to your body because your body works so hard for you.
I love that.
So communication is the biggest thing, and just know your limits. Like, when you're starting to eat things that don't make you feel good, don't continue doing that. And if you mentally cannot handle that, get help. There's no shame in going into therapy sessions, seeing a dietitian to hone in on that part. I'm very thankful that I never had to do that. I did have some like restrictive eating out of that first show in 2018. I noticed like I was like very restrictive even coming out of my show. Because I thought I'm like, well, I want to look like this. This is what I need to do, right? No one told me like, no, Megan, you can actually eat like a normal person, just not so little. Right?
You can have the calories.
Yes.
And I think that's the hardest part is just being like, okay, like I'm gonna go out with family, we're gonna go have dinner, I'm gonna eat, like I'm not gonna be full, but I'm gonna eat a little bit and then go right back to plan. You know, and that's what's been going through my head. I'm just like, as long as I eat just whatever, I was at family's house yesterday and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna eat. I had you know, it's like Russian food or whatever. So
you have to tell me about that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds so good.
yeah, it's super good. But you know, a lot of carbs. The European food is a lot of carbs, and it's like, okay, like I'll have this, whatever, and then I'll jump right onto plan. But the hardest part is jumping back to plan.
Yes.
And that's where the mental part comes in, because it's like, okay, I have to get back on plan. Like I want to look a certain way, you know. And then I like that you didn't say relationship with food, because then the relationship with food, you don't have a relationship with food.
Exactly.
There's no relationship.
I heard someone say this the other day. They're like, there's power in words, and the words you are saying repeatedly do have power over how you're making your actions. So if you tell yourself, I need to get better at my relationship with food, I'm kind of like, oh God, okay, well, maybe reword it to, I need to realize food is gonna give me a purpose, whether it's gonna get me closer to my goals or slow it down. You choose. Yeah. I mean, food is always gonna be there. That's one thing I noticed. I'm very thankful that I really don't have any weird tendencies with food. What I've learned is that I know that some food makes me feel really good and some food makes me feel not so good. And when you start to go up the ranks, whether you want to go into a national level show, if you want to go into a pro show, if you want to win a pro show, those lines can blur quite a bit, because whatever you're doing now is going to show on your body in like 2 to 3 weeks. So I usually tell people, I'm like, words have power. So if you tell yourself that you are fat, if you are a failure, if you are weak, it's probably going to show in your body. It's going to show in your performance as an athlete and perform in the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we do this, right?
Yeah.
Because we love to gym.
Yeah.
We love to eat.
Yes.
And I think bodybuilding should be fun. Like this, for most people, it's supposed to be a hobby. So why do a hobby that makes you feel like crap and ruin your self-esteem?
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you love the gym, you love going, I go to the gym more for my mental health than anything. I like to look good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the mental aspect of it, you know, there is one part where it's really hard, the mental part, like we just talked about. But the other side is like, wait, like I can look at myself and be like, I built this.
Yeah. It's fun, right?
That's what bodybuilding is. I'm building this. It's an art. And that's why I love it too, because it's just like, wow, there's just so many things to bodybuilding that people don't know.
Yeah. And the same thing for building your body. You also have to build the mental part of it too.
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed as I'm coaching clients into their first show, so I have a couple of fit model clients, bikini, that's mostly what I train. I have one actually figure client now. I know, I'm so excited.
That's exciting.
I know.
That's
I'm
cool.
like, she's gonna train so hard.
Yes.
Anyway, but one thing I've learned as a coach is that I could give you the perfect program, the perfect macros. And one thing I haven't worked on was how to teach them how to train this to match this.
Yes.
So even then, like if you have 1 week where you're like going out to eat and you're struggling to get back on that plan, keep flexing that skill. I promise you it gets better over time. Not that I think that you should be weighing your food at a restaurant, but you should get to a point where you know what 4 ounces of chicken looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know what 300 calories worth of olive oil looks like.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because you've had that repetition. So when I'm seeing my clients and they're freaking out about the scale increasing over time, or they're freaking about like, oh, I have to go to this meal for work, I'm like, you know what makes your body feel good already. You know what goals you already have. You just need to make sure that that goal is right in the forefront, and the foods and training that you are adding in are going to equal towards that goal. But that's fitness for you, right?
Yeah.
It's a life. It's a lifestyle.
It is. So like when you're like going off of a show, or you're going out to eat or whatever, you have things going on, because we're still people at the end of the day. We're bodybuilders, but we're also people. We have family stuff. We've got work related stuff. So what is it that like you tell yourself, like, okay, I am going to eat so I can be a part of society.
Just be like a normal person.
Yeah.
Maybe like you and I were both in off season.
Yeah.
So is your question like, how do you navigate those meals out?
Yeah. So like, how do you navigate it, and like, what are you telling yourself?
Plan ahead. Okay. So I actually just broke this down to a couple of my clients a couple weeks ago because they're also in this reversing phase, trying to build on muscle. And they're like, well, I have the holidays coming up. I have family meals. I have work meals. What do I do? And some of them I very much trust that they are going to pick a healthier choice. Some of them I'm kind of like, okay, we might need to dial it in a little bit. Depends on where you are. Like, do you feel comfortable counting your own calories? Do you feel comfortable replacing some of your already core meals for the day so you can indulge later in the day for that extra work meal?
Okay. Yeah.
It depends on the person.
Right.
Personally, me, I know myself. If I see a menu ahead of time, I can plan ahead for my day.
Sure.
I personally think planning ahead is going to take off a lot of that anxiety, food anxiety.
Yes.
It's going to set up you for success so that you're not emotionally choosing something off the menu. Because a lot of times, like, people are just emotionally attached to food. It's just our human nature, right?
Yeah.
It's connected to friends, family, events. I'm very fortunate that I just grew up with a family that we just kind of always had the same things. We had all kinds of different kinds of foods throughout the day that we could just munch.
Yeah.
There was never like restriction. So what I've learned is that choose what you know is going to make you feel good for that time. Okay. Don't rely on your emotions, because how many times have you gone into going out for a meal for work and you have been working all day, you're exhausted, you might probably dehydrated, and you're like, God, I just, a burger sounds so freaking good right now. I'm starving.
Yeah.
And there you go. Then you just blew through all of your calories all in one meal that you should have spread out for the entire week. Not gonna lie, but it's pretty easy to down about 3,000 calories in one meal, okay?
Oh yeah, it is.
So plan ahead. Check out the menu ahead of time. Number two would be to hydrate. Okay, so another thing that you can kind of trigger in your brain of feeling like you're hungry is that
Just
kind of
drink some
dehydrated,
water.
drink some water. And you know what? Water also fills up your tummy. So when you're sitting down with that meal, you can definitely kind of feel like, oh, you know what? I'm really not that hungry. I'm just gonna get what's gonna make me feel good. I'll just have that salmon with some veggies.
Yeah. So you're not making an emotional decision while you're out with friends or at a dinner with work friends or whatever it is. It's just like, yeah, that emotional aspect. People have emotional, like, I don't want to say relationship, but connection.
I know, we need to think of a better
What's
word
the
for
word?
this.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's not a relationship.
I'm sure we'll think of something by the end of the talk today.
Yeah, right.
Gosh. Okay, so what I say, plan ahead, hydration.
Yeah.
And these are the big ones when you are sitting down and say that you didn't have a chance to look at the menu. Go for the non-negotiables. Protein. So anything that is going to be animal protein is going to give you the most satiated. Oh my gosh. Keep you more satisfied.
Yeah.
Fiber. So most people can get fiber from either like a grain or a vegetable. And then portion. So my clients who are very diligent about tracking their macros, 9 times out of 10, they probably eat around the same meals every single day. And I tell them, like, you guys know what 4 ounces looks like.
Yeah.
Like, you've made 4 ounces of your meals multiple times.
Like, trust yourself.
Yes.
You can trust yourself now.
Yes. I'm like, you know what 4 ounces of chicken looks like, okay? So when you are ordering on the menu and you can see there's a grilled chicken on there, if it doesn't look like 4 ounces, don't count it as 4 ounces, okay?
Right.
Fiber can do wonders, okay? Like a vegetable, I know it's not as exciting as a side of Parmesan fries.
Yeah, right.
But it's gonna help you feel fuller, give you the nutrients you need, and then so that you can also power through for the rest of the day or maybe get a workout.
Yeah.
Trying to think anything else. What did I say? Portion control. Again, you know what portions look like, especially if you've been working with a coach.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, my coach would be like, hey, send me a meal that you're having so I can make sure that you have like the right stuff on your plate. And he's like, yep, that looks good. And I'm like, you can just see that? Like, that was a picture. He's like, yep.
And eventually, as you're getting better and better in your bodybuilding journey, you should be able to do that on your own. At least as a coach, I don't want them texting me for the rest of their life being like, Megan, is this a good enough meal that'll fit my macros?
Yeah.
I want to teach them how to do that on their own. Because
Yeah.
again, it's going to build confidence in yourself.
Yeah, and that's what a coach is for. Like, they're there to guide you and like give you accountability, and they'll hold your hand for a little bit, but like, you want the birdie to fly away from the nest at some point. you know, but you're always going to be there. But it's just like, hey, like, you can do this. Like, you can see what 4 ounces of chicken looks like.
Yeah.
And you know what a fiber is, and you know what a carb is. Some people don't. Sometimes you do need a coach for that.
You'd be so surprised how many people have no idea where they can get their fiber. Some people have no idea the difference between a chicken marsala and a grilled chicken.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. You ever had chicken marsala?
I don't even know. I'm one of those people.
It's like a breaded chicken with like some sort of sauce on it and everything. The reason why I say it is because my husband ordered a chicken marsala the other day.
Really?
He's like, it's chicken, honey, it's fine. I'm like, well, it's deep fried, but it's fine.
Still chicken.
Yeah.
Just a little extra calories and oil.
I know. That's another thing. So as you're getting better and better I'm more of a macro tracking coach. If you prefer the meal plan, that's totally fine. It just kind of restricts you from learning that extra problem solving when you're going out to eat.
Yeah.
So I am a personal fan of counting macros. I like to help tell you the reason why those macros work. Same for like digestion and just training harder. Macros are kind of the way to go.
Yeah, I think one thing that a lot of people struggle with is just knowing what macros to have. You know, like I have a friend and it's just like, I don't know how much I'm supposed to be eating. And I'm just like, well, you need to hire a coach.
Yeah.
Like, I'm your friend, I could tell you, but also like I'm your friend and I don't wanna be that person to be like, hey, you should be eating like 3,000 calories a day, you know?
I don't recommend hiring a friend to be your coach.
No.
Part of the reason why I love my coach so much, love you, Christy, is because I'm terrified of disappointing her. I don't want to disappoint myself, but I think that's partially why we get along so well, is that we have that relationship. Yes, she's still my really close friend.
Good, yeah.
But she's going to give me the information and the discipline I need to get me closer to my goals. Yeah. So like even this week, I'm kind of dialing in a lot of my macros. I am in a deep off season right now.
Yeah.
However, I want to go for Olympia this year.
Oh.
So, I know. Oh my gosh. So even though I'm in off season, I'm still counting my macros, hitting those macros within like plus or 4 grams, watching for my water intake, training as hard as I can, recovering as best as I can. So once you get past that reverse phase, girl, hit your off season.
Yeah, I think, you know, what would you say like when people start to get back to like normal after their show? Because they're doing that reverse and then it's just like, does it depend on the person, or is it, you know, most clients are just like, you know, 7 weeks, they're starting to be able to dial it back in and not think so much about like the bad relationship with food.
Okay.
I know I don't want to say relationship.
No. I see where you're going at. So you're about 7 weeks post-show?
7.5 weeks, yeah.
Okay. So one thing I'd probably say is blood work. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
That's going to give you just a map of where you're currently, your hormones, your insulin sensitivity, everything's like vitamin deficiencies. That's going to be a good starting point. I recommend chatting with a doctor about those results. If your coach is proficient in reading those results, obviously that's great, but I definitely think talk with a professional to go over that.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what supplementation you need and any kind of protocols you need to change about your training or nutrition to make sure your body's optimal. Because once you're healed on the inside, everything on the outside will start to show. So blood work's number 1. Number 2 would getting your food as high as possible in a point where you are comfortable in your training and recovery. So most bikini competitors, because we're both in bikini, are going to be okay around 10% above their stage weight. Most. However, it depends on how much muscle you need to put on and how long you would like to be in your off season. That's going to come down to how well you did in your last show and what feedback you got. So if, say, for example, you're about almost 8 weeks post-show, blood work looks okay, we're just going to assume everything blood work is fine. You want to make sure that you are training to a point where you're getting that muscle hypertrophy, because obviously you want to build muscle, recovering to the best of your ability, and then supporting that with anything that's going to hormonally keep you healthy for another couple of months. Because we want to improve by adding muscle or changing the muscle shape.
Right.
Just from seeing you at your last show,
Yeah.
I'm going to say muscle looks stunning. Like you have a beautiful shape.
Thank you.
So whatever you're doing from now on is going to be towards that division, and then supported with any supplementation, nutrition, and recovery. Kind of went on a rant right there.
No, it's totally fine. Totally fine.
But start with your blood work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably get that done like next week or something.
Call ahead because I know it does
Okay.
take a couple weeks to get your results. So if you do an
Yeah.
appointment, usually it takes around like 2 weeks for them to get back to you on their blood work.
Okay. So what would, like, if somebody's like, okay, like, what does it take to recover? Like, what do you mean by recover? Like, what,
Oh my gosh.
what are the most important, if we were to bullet point it, what are the most important things to recover? What do we need while we recover?
Number 1, sleep.
Okay.
Are you a sleeper?
I can be.
We both met this morning. We were like, yeah, I'm so tired.
Let's get a Celsius.
I know.
Okay, now let's hop on the pod.
I know. I literally took all day yesterday as like a rot day because I was so sore. I think I hit legs like astronomically hard on Friday. I don't know why. I just felt, I was like, I feel so
I saw
good.
you. I was like, she's working hard.
I know.
Like, how many RDLs is she doing?
So many. So many. And I was like,
like her 8th
having
set.
I was having a great session. And then yesterday I was like, oh my God.
What did I just do to myself?
Sleep. Thankfully, I'm a hardcore sleeper. I keep my sleep around like 8 to 10 hours. If I'm under 8 hours, I can't function.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that bodybuilders are really good sleepers. Yeah. And if you don't have that lockdown, figure out a way.
Figure it out, yeah.
There's all kinds of avenues to kind of assess where your sleep quality is at. I don't have an Aura ring, but I have clients that love their Aura ring. They kind of give you like sleep scores. Have you heard of that?
It's a ring?
Yeah, it's kind of like an Apple Watch that tracks all the data, but it's more geared towards sleep quality, I think. I think your Apple Watch can do that too, but not as good.
Yeah, I don't even have an
What?
Apple Watch. I'm like, I think I got 7 hours of sleep.
Okay, well, we're gonna get you some sort of one, okay?
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
So sleep qualities, I think, is number 1. Nutrition. Yeah, supplementation nutrition is going to help boost that recovery process. And I'm gonna say, sorry, no booze.
Yeah. I'm not a drinker, so
Yeah, and me neither.
I just delete that out.
Okay, I want to say me neither, but I'll never give up wine. I love wine. My husband and I, we love talking about wine. We love. I know. And like we went to Napa for our honeymoon. So.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I will never give up wine. However, when I'm in a hardcore building phase, or if I am obviously in a prep, there's no alcohol whatsoever.
Yeah.
You want to not build muscle? Just drink booze.
Yeah. Just drink.
Yeah.
Have some wine.
Yeah. You want to gain weight really fast? Drink alcohol.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to lose muscle? Drink alcohol. And then not sleep.
Yeah, when I was drinking, it was like, I look back at pictures of myself and like, it just like holds in your face.
Yes.
You're like 10 times bigger.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And even then, I get it was the holidays, like we're coming into a dry January. I did have some clients check in a couple days ago and they're like, yeah, like, gosh, like I just feel huge. I'm swollen. My face is puffy. I'm like,
Were you drinking?
Yeah, you were drinking over New Year's.
Yeah.
Yep. And you had multiple meals off plan.
Yeah.
And you probably had meals from the holidays. It's showing on your body right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So dial it back in.
Dial it back in. It's the hardest part, but like you said, it's like
the
it's a
quicker
mental
that you
game.
can shift back into your plan, the quicker you're going to get results. So you make that choice for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to keep self-sabotaging or do you want to get the results you're looking for quicker? It's up to you.
Yeah.
I do like a THC seltzer every now and then, though.
Yeah, I had some last night.
The only thing is, like, sorry, Mom. I do love THC because it kind of helps me get like that, like de-stress mode.
Yeah.
But even when I'm going out with friends, if there's a THC beverage that's like little to 0 calories, absolutely, I'm
There's
ordering
0 calorie ones. I'm like, first of all, I'm not drinking my calories. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
But if I'll get a nice seltzer, and it's very like, it's not very often. It's just when I'm hanging out with my cousin or something, and we're watching a movie, and we just want to have a little drink.
Yeah. The only thing is, if I get a little cheeched, like my eyes get like,
Where's Megan?
I know my eyes get like this. And then I'm just chatty little Kathy.
Yeah.
And then I catch myself. I'm like, oh, yep, it's kicking in.
Yeah. It's like, let's go do something.
I know. So I don't mind a THC seltzer. So that's what I tell my clients too. I'm like, I'm fine if you want to do a 0 calorie, low calorie THC. Just don't get the munchies because that'll also slow down your progress.
And that's another mental thing is like, if you are going to be somebody who does maybe indulge in that a little bit, it's like, people are like, oh, well, I'm going to get the munchies then. And it's just like, but now you're giving yourself an excuse that you're already setting yourself up for failure to be like, well, I'm going to get the munchies if I do this.
Exactly.
Well, now you're just telling your brain, you're going to have the munchies and now you're going to eat like crap.
Again, how you speak to yourself. Words have power.
Absolutely.
If you identify yourself as someone, oh, I just get the munchies when I smoke. I'm like, okay, well, you're probably going to do that.
Yeah. And now you're 30 pounds up from stage. Well,
I know. So another tip going out of a show and reversing, just hold back from the THC. Just a little longer. Let your body, please. I know it's tough, but maybe just a few more weeks. Wait till your hormones to ramp up again. Because when the munchies hit and you've been reverse dieting your hunger, satiety the food noise is still not in a good spot. Mm-hmm. A recipe for a lot of binging. None of that.
Yeah, definitely. Binge eating happens after a show for sure because you're like, I haven't had this for so long. And then you're just like, food.
I know.
I like food.
Right? Well, that's your body has been deprived for how many weeks, months, depending on how long you were in a prep. Mm-hmm. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's why I tell my clients, I'm like, it's normal to feel that extreme hunger.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes. It's how you manage it and how you treat yourself mentally to get past it. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm saying I'm perfect, but I have learned over time, every single reverse diet I've done, I think I've done 9 preps now, 9 reverse diets. The one time I did not reverse diet, it was the worst binging episodes. And I want to say binge, but I just mean like I just ate more than I was really comfortable with. And if anyone knows me, I hate eating a lot of food. I hate
the full
fullness.
Feeling. Yeah, I hate that too.
I just feel like crud.
Yeah.
So I usually tell people, I'm like, be kind to yourself. Mm-hmm. Talk to yourself with grace, and talk to your coach. Communicate what's going on so that they can make adjustments. Because sometimes it could come down to just go have the free meal. Because it could just be up here. You might be having plenty of calories throughout the day, but because your hormones are still not in a good spot, like the whole, the adrenaline and leptin hormones. Have you heard of those ones? Anyway, I'll talk about those. But when your hormones are not quite level yet after a show, and then you have enough calories, and this is not really aligning well enough because of the food noise, sometimes I give my clients, I'm like, just go have a free meal once a week, okay?
Yep.
Just know that your calories are at maintenance.
Yep.
When you're having that extra free meal, you might add more body fat, but however, the benefits of improving this will hopefully overpower this. Mm-hmm. So I'd much rather have my clients be mentally more comfortable in their habits with food. I'm going to say habits instead of relations.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Habits, okay. Rather than trying to restrict to try and look a certain way, and then this starts to go. Yeah.
So that's it's a better long-term, if you're having like a free meal each day.
Yes.
I mean, Charles Griffin was on the pod as well, and he was like, I was like, what do you think about cheat meals or free meals?
Yeah.
He was like, it's brain food.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay.
And it's all about what you're thinking in your brain, or like how your brain is functioning. Because if you're at a low calorie, then it's just like you get that free meal or a maintenance level. Yep. And then you go get that cheat meal. It's like, okay, well, now I can function. My body's going to function a little bit better, mentally, physically, and then you get right back to plan.
9 times out of 10, when you talk to your coach about what's going on up here, they're going to work with you. They want you to be successful. At least that's what I've done with my clients. However, if you keep doing that, if you're adding in those free meals throughout the week, multiple times a week, and then you start to see that body fat start to pack on, and you get pissed, I'm like, well, you've been doing free meals every other couple of days. Yeah, it's going to show on your body.
Yep.
So pick and choose. Do you want to work on your mental health and your habits with food, or do you want to stay lean? 9 times out of 10, my clients want to work on their mental health and their habits with food. I tell them, like, I promise you, when you dial back into your core meals, I call them core meals. It's usually like their normal meals they like to have throughout the day, and maybe they'll add in like a protein bar or some chocolate, or I don't know, some of my girls like steak or sushi or something. You can add those in because it's macros, right? I want them to eat the things that they like.
Right.
Start with your core meals. If you still want that sushi meal, we'll fit it in at some point in the week. Maybe one of the days I'll have you a little bit slightly lower calories so you can fit in the sushi. But don't just be like doing whatever you want, okay?
Yeah.
And then getting pissed that you're adding body fat, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Like,
oh my gosh.
like, I mean, we're coming off the holidays, right? Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I packed on some body fat, and I was like,
too.
I do not like how I feel.
Yes.
I just got some new clothes.
You're like, I feel good in these?
Yeah, I got some bigger clothes because I was like, you know what? I put on some body fat. I'm going to dial it back in. I'm so much happier when I have my core meals.
I feel that way too.
But then again, like, I just went out and had like a delicious brisket meal with my husband, and I was like, it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah. That's because we switched back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So pick and choose. Do you want to stay nice and lean? And try and slowly ramp up your metabolism, which experienced dieters can do that. Or do you want to just continue working on your eating habits?
Okay.
I love that Charles said that. Little bit of
I was like,
food.
brain food.
Brain food.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Right when he said it, I was like, brain food. Yeah.
I love that.
Everything starts
Thanks,
with your
Charles.
brain. Yeah, thanks, Charles. So 1 second. This is a hot take.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a hot take. So they added Fit Model into bodybuilding. We're bikini competitors. You know, I'm obviously a amateur. You're a pro bodybuilder over here. Do you think that like a figure competitor to a bikini and a fit model, does a figure competitor, you know, some people are like, oh, a figure competitor is going to train harder. What is the take on that? What do you think?
So funny you bring this up because I've been hosting posing seminars once a month.
Yeah,
with
and
a
they're
couple,
super fun.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Yeah.
With a couple of the IFBB pros in the area, and they're all wonderful, like very sweet girls.
So nice.
I know. They're
so
and
nice.
I never had that when I first started. So I just love this little community that we're building.
It's a great opportunity.
We've been having these posing seminars, and we have all of the women's divisions out in the community to start work on posing. There was a conversation I heard where Fit Model is the division where you don't have to work as hard.
Yeah, that's a thing right now.
Yes, because it's a new division. I personally think that is like the most astronomically wrong phrase. And I've noticed it's coming from people who are not even in the bodybuilding world. Or if they're just getting started in the world and they haven't quite, they've never competed before, they've never dieted before, or maybe they are just thinking about it and so they have these preconceived opinions on these divisions.
Yeah.
We all know Fit Model has a lot less muscle, less density and less conditioning, that's the word, than bikini. And then same for figure. Figure has more muscle, more conditioning than bikini.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's 7 women's divisions right now. Well, I think they're going to get rid of women's bodybuilding. At least they didn't have it at Arnold last year. So
Really?
I know. There's a big controversy around it.
Yeah.
So there's 7 women's bodybuilding divisions for that reason, so that we all have a place in the bodybuilding community. I personally love Fit Model.
Yeah.
My ultimate goal is to get more women eating healthier, building muscle, maintaining muscle, and learning how to manage fitness into their lifestyle. Fit Model is going to be an avenue for that. We all know it is another way to add more business into the IFBB. Because I'm in the IFBB, of course, I'm going to get really excited about Fit Model in the IFBB.
Yeah.
Every division is going to evolve. Bikini technically looked like Fit Model is today. So when I first started in 2018, my first ever show, I was posing just like fit models today. I'll have to show you a picture. The muscularity was very similar back then as well.
Oh
so
gosh.
You still have to train.
Yeah.
The women who are going into fit model, they have a certain amount of muscularity. They still have to maintain that muscle and have a specific criteria to fit that division. If they want to go into bikini, they have to be a lot denser muscle, a lot more conditioned. If they want to go into figure, way more muscle, way more conditioning, and again, a little bit different posing.
It's like a little ladder of like, okay,
Exactly.
if you want to look like this, like you don't have to be as conditioned, not as much muscle. Okay, if you want to look like this, we gotta pack on a little bit of muscle.
Yes,
we gotta be a little more conditioned.
Guys, like
Figure girls, very conditioned.
yes,
Oh my gosh, I have
know.
some figure friends that I'm like, you are very lean,
I love it. Oh,
very lean.
I love the ultra lean, dry, like
Yeah.
Oh,
you
like-
can see like every muscle in the body, and you're like, I didn't even know that was there.
so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
I know, especially at the pro level. Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm like, women, yes. And so, of course, I'm an advocate. Any sport that women are kind of taking over the men's side, I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, like muscular men, like, that is pretty cool to see them
cool.
like flexing on stage,
Yeah.
but who does not like watching hot women in sparkly suits, like pose to like, like, I
mean-
want to watch that.
Yeah.
Take my money. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I joke sometimes, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to join Fit Model. And everyone's like, Megan, not with those glutes. And I was like, okay. Well.
Yeah, you're jacked. you would have to lose muscle.
Fine.
Bikini is good.
I do love, I'm going to stay in bikini. Yep. I do love the look of bikini.
Yeah.
My only wish is that Fit Model stays Fit Model. They just had IFBB Pro Fit Models awarded just at this last national show in December.
Oh yeah.
The overall winner, gosh, I can't remember her name, but I loved her look.
Yeah.
Still muscular, still balanced, not nearly as conditioned as bikini, but still enough conditioning where they look like a fitness model.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Fit Model around the regional level or the local level, yeah, there's gonna be some inconsistencies. But once we have our first IFBB Fit Model show, which I think they're gonna have shows starting in April, don't quote me on that. Usually it starts after the Arnold. Then we're gonna get an idea of what they want for Pro Fit Model.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I know, right? So I'm trying to do all my studying for Fit Model right now because I want to continue posing my Fit Model clients.
Yeah.
And also getting them prepping for their first national shows, regional shows, things like that.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Okay, so if you're in a relationship or you have friends and stuff like that who aren't in the same lifestyle as you, how do you navigate that?
Yeah. I have something similar between my husband and I. He's not a bodybuilder. However, he has been working out way longer than I have. I think I've got a gym membership when I was like 29. Like,
Wow.
yeah. And I didn't start working out. I was cheerleader, dancer, performer, but I never lifted weights. And he just likes to work out just for the mental health. He'll go to the gym like 3 times a week. And he doesn't even like count macros or anything like that. I think he does fasting every now and then. But one thing we learned is that we work really well when we have our own meals throughout the day. And then we also prep our own ingredients. So I'll always prep my proteins, carbs, and then something quick to put together for a fat. And usually what happens is when I prep those carbs and proteins, he'll use those for his own meals. Love my man so much. We've been together for over 17 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've been married for a little over 5, but we met when we were 16.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute.
So, love of my life. However, totally different eating habits. Yes, we both want to eat healthy so that we feel well and can perform well in the gym, but he would never eat the meals that I prep. So what I do is I'll prep some beef, chicken. Sometimes we'll have some fish like in the freezer. We can quick put in the air fryer, and then kind of have our core meals ready for the week. So he really likes protein pasta, protein noodles, protein cereal, something that's good, very quick for him to grab, and then add on some sort of protein on top. Maybe like a couple times a week we'll have a meal together, like a sit-down meal. But for the most part, we kind of eat our own meals on our own. But this is just a marriage thing that works well for us.
Yeah.
So prep your ingredients ahead of time so you can just both throw in a meal you would like on your own. Does that make sense?
I like that. So it's just back to like you're always scheduling ahead of time. So you like some people set themselves up for failure, but like just set yourself up for success.
Yes.
It's just you can plan ahead. You just have to take the time.
Yeah.
So what do you tell people that are just like, oh, I just don't have the time? I think you do have the time, right?
Well, it's so funny because I'm like, okay, so planning ahead and prepping the food ahead of time is technically gonna give you more time.
Right?
Like,
oh my gosh.
How many times have you been like, gosh, I'm so hungry, and you go and grab like Uncrustable. I don't know why that thought went in my head. And I'm like, you could literally prep yourself some protein bread and slap on some peanut butter and jelly, put in a freezy bag, a couple of them, and then it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. You like Uncrustables? Just make a protein Uncrustable. Okay?
You can do it.
Yes, you can.
If you don't like the crust, just get one of those little, what is it? It's like
you could make your own Uncrustables.
You could literally have an Uncrustable.
Yes. But maybe do some PB Fit, some zero sugar jam, and then like shape it into an Uncrustable, put it in the freezer. There you go.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
All right, should we wrap it up here? All right, since it's 2026, we're in a new year. Yay. Personally, I don't feel the new year. People are like, oh, fitness, I'm gonna go into fitness because it's the new year. We hear that all over the place, but it's fine. Everyone has a different take on it. But since it's a new year, what is like the trend right now?
Oh my gosh.
In the fitness industry.
First thing I thought of was peptides. Everyone in the fitness community is talking about peptides, learning more about peptides, adding peptides to their regimen. I'm a huge fan.
And what are peptides?
They are going to be natural aminos that you can either take through a capsule or through injections to boost your natural, either hormonal or processes to either improve recovery, improve things like skin, hair, nails, muscle growth, even your sleep. It's technically supposed to boost what you already have in your body.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so we know that you're a trainer. So what are like the biggest mistakes people make starting off when they like start lifting weights? Like what is the biggest thing that you're like, hey, we gotta help you with that?
Yeah, expectations.
Oh.
Like everyone wants to think, yep, I'm gonna do this program for 12 weeks and I look like this today. I expect myself to look like this in 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Everyone sees pictures of influencers on social media. They see their friends, maybe even people they look up to, who said like, oh, I lost 60 pounds in 30 days. And like, you can do it too. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Setting this certain like image in your head or expectation in your head is just gonna give you this unneeded stress for no reason.
Yeah.
Because not gonna lie, dieting and exercising, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while, is already stressful. On top of the lifestyles that we're going through, I'm sorry, but 2026, life is stressful. Like it just already is. Do not put the expectation on yourself that you have to look a certain way at a certain time. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna take you way longer than you think.
I think one thing I learned too is don't compare yourself to other people too, because everybody's journey is so different. It's like you might have been like become a pro right away. Obviously we work just as hard, but it's just like everybody's journey is so different. So you can't have the expectation of like, I'm gonna look like her in a year because she did it in this amount of time. I'm going to do it in this amount of time.
Everyone thinks they're special, which sounds
Yeah.
really horrible, but everyone thinks they're genetically special, whether they think they're genetically special that they don't have to train as heavy or they don't have to eat as clean. Everyone thinks, well, my metabolism is broken or I'm just too busy, whatever excuse it is.
Yeah. We all have the excuses.
Yes,
They're all there.
And I just kind of tell people, I'm like, I promise you, whatever you are working towards, it's probably going to take you longer than you think. You're probably going to get there if you don't give up, but it's probably going to take you longer than you think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're like the genetic freaks, which they're out there,
They are out
but
there.
that doesn't mean that's you.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's you. You know where you're at.
I know.
It's just
Even if you are a genetic freak, like
you still have to work hard.
Yes.
Like at the end of the day, whatever your excuse, whatever your genetic, whatever you're doing to do your fitness, it's just like everybody at the end of the day, the only similarity that we all have as bodybuilders is that we all work hard.
yes. And the magic is in consistency.
Yeah.
I hate to say it sometimes because some genetic freaks can kind of, I want to say, I can skip a meal and I'll be fine. Sometimes I'll eat a little bit more. Sometimes I'll be fine. But for most people, you have to be so consistent, annoyingly consistent and mundane for a long period of time to see results.
Yeah.
Many people do not like the lack of glamour in consistency.
Yeah, because it's boring.
Yes.
It's real boring. Like, especially when I was prepping, I was like, I live a really boring life. I need to like get out more.
But remember how insane you looked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the next time I hop on stage because it's like I'm just gonna look even better.
Exactly. Yep.
So, and I know like genetically, my body's very sensitive to food. So it's like if I mess up and I can feel it, I feel like I've gained like 10 pounds because I had cake yesterday or something, you know? And it's just like, dude,
So
I didn't overeat the cake. I just had some.
I know. And so that's why I try to tell my clients, I'm like, you haven't been consistent enough for long enough.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. Like, let time be your friend and keep stacking those good days.
Yeah, it's that muscle brain memory or whatever.
Yeah. Believing in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is. All right, Megan. Well, thanks for coming on the pod. We appreciate it. Again, you guys, this is Megan Lacosse. She's a trainer, she's a posing coach, and an IFBB pro. So if you need any coaching or any just advice in the fitness world, go hit her up, okay? She's a wonderful coach. We've done some posing together and stuff like that. It's a beautiful time. So you have any last words for the audience?
No, I guess for anyone looking to improve their fitness journey in 2026, I'd say number one, believe in yourself. Believe that you can. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your body, because your body will respond to those positive words you tell yourself, right? Words have power. And put in the work consistently. Stack those good days.
Yes. Well, thanks for coming here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Lena.
Yeah.